Hello folks. So I went out of town overnight with my son for my birthday. And I come back to check on my garden. Here are our climbing beans. Starting to climb. Cucumbers flowering and starting to vine out. But look at this. Something dug all this up. Killed my tomato. Got pinto beans. Dug all this up through here. And look at what they did to my garden. Dug up my potatoes. Just took a bite out of them. Scuffed them all up. Guess I can feed those to the pigs. So dug up this whole section of potatoes. Dug up all the corn I had planted. Look at that. Dug all this up. Didn't damage any of the weeds. I don't know what it was doing there. But I had all of this mulched. It all looked like this here, where I still have part of a little watermelon. There's one watermelon that survived. And I have a watermelon that survived back there. But everything else I had planted, and all of this has been just dug out. My corn ripped out. More potatoes dug up. There's a few we can salvage here. But it's like it peeled the skin off them. Just digging. I'll just pile them up here and come back for them later. This one looks all right. But I'm gonna have to figure out what's capable of doing this kind of damage overnight while I had my dogs locked up. This whole area right here was just solid potatoes. And obviously this whole area right here was corn. You can see what's left of the corn. Just a couple of stalks that look like they've been chewed on a little bit. All of this is planted. Killed that tomato, dug up all through there. Dug a hole here. And my hand fits down in this. That's devastating, isn't it, Olive? Go through a lot of trouble planting and watering. Everything's just starting to look good. "24 hours later, half of it's been destroyed. We'll come over here to the garden beds on the other side of the house. So whatever it was that was over there also came through over here and didn't do as much damage over here. My dad already replanted one of the tomatoes that was ripped completely out of the ground. So you can see this was all mulched. Something dug the front of this bed out, dug all of this out in here, dug all of this out in here. This is the tomato that was laying on the ground that had been pulled out by its roots. This was my beets. Not a single beet leaf left. Just laying there. And went through this bed as well. Digging under this tomato and then dug all the way through here. We have some volunteer tomatoes from last year's. I hope those do well because I really liked the tomatoes we grew last year. We had Pink Lady tomatoes in this bed, and these were my favorite. But that was a pretty devastating thing to come home to. I can't believe how much damage just in one night something was able to do. Olive, what was that? Will you please kill it? Seems to have left my broccoli alone. It's not doing that great anyway. Just destroyed everything. So I'm thinking it might be a woodchuck. It's the only thing I can think of that can dig like this and would be big enough to do this kind of damage. I'll sure be happy to get my sights on that guy. Make sure he never comes back. So I may have to fence all of this in somehow. Which sucks because then you got to work over a fence. I don't know if maybe I just started gardening strictly out of fabric pots, if they'd be able to dig like this. Or I could just stick to my carnivore diet. And eat meat and eggs and skip this whole gardening thing. It sure is a lot more work than raising animals. Yeah, just let you guys eat whatever you want to eat, and then I'll eat you, huh? But still got some potatoes. There's only a few ears of corn, or a few corn plants left. Maybe a half dozen. Still got a bunch of tomato plants, but that bastard went through my lettuce too. Dug all this up. I'm pissed. My beets that I planted in here have all been topped. At least he didn't dig these ones out. My peppers. He left my pepper seedlings alone. Guess he doesn't like peppers. Guess we're not gonna be able to leave home during garden season, huh? That's just unbelievable. It hit everywhere that I'm growing stuff in one night. Dug up my compost. What is doing that much digging in 24 hours? Get out of here, ducks. Baby ducks sure are growing. They aren't digging. They don't do that kind of damage. Here's the trail. Just gonna dig all the way over here. Rip this plant out. Ooh, look at over here, potatoes. Corn. Watermelon. Beans. Why not? Ah! Evidence. Woodchuck. This looks like some pretty big teeth. Asshole. You up on that scent, Olive? Unbelievable. Whole side of this is missing. All of this. Nope. We still have all these potatoes. So at least I'll have some potatoes and tomatoes. And the cucumbers and the beans, those didn't seem to be damaged. Just not gonna have any corn. Man, asshole. Get out of here, ducks. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something different if we want to do a garden like this, huh, Olive? A family of woodchucks. All right, hope everybody's doing well and they're get off of my garden, get out. Hope everybody else is having a good growing season. And we'll try and fix this and catch up with y'all again soon. Thanks for watching.